The aftermath of the Newtown tragedy led to a great deal of debate about how much information, such as 911 tapes and crime scene photos, should be made public. Today, two separate legislative committees held public hearings on identical bills dealing with that issue. The debate goes to the heart of two key concerns that in many cases are on a collision course: the public's right to know versus the privacy concerns of crime victims and their families. The head of the state's Freedom of Information Commission, who opposes changes to the law, says the debate centers around transparency.
The public good requires a way to expose mistakes, inadequacies, or misconduct in the criminal justice system. The vast majority of cases, of course, don't raise such questions. But certainly over time, there are homicide cases where police response must be evaluated.
Today, both the Judiciary Committee and the Government Administration and Elections Committee held separate hearings on potential changes to the state's FOI laws. A representative of the Connecticut Daily Newspaper Association addressed concerns that the media looks to sensationalize some news stories.
Some stories, by their nature, are sensational. Reporting on a sensational story does not mean that the newspaper is quote-unquote sensationalizing it, but rather it's just reporting news. And it's unfortunate, and many news stories in today's world are upsetting to some, if not all.
The call for change came about following Sandy Hook, after family members of the victims voiced anger about the possibility that crime scene photos might be made public. State lawmakers established a task force to look into the matter. It is recommended that restricted access can be made to some crime scene photos, 911 audio tapes, and other information in homicide cases. State Representative Angel Arce praised the Sandy Hook families for sharing their concerns with the task force. He also told lawmakers today that any changes to FOI laws must stay in step with the changing media landscape.
We must recognize how the world has changed since the act was first adopted. In the internet age, disturbing records that constitute an invasion of victim privacy can become instantly and permanently available around the globe.